are set for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in the heart of Texas at sold-out NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards. And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
He completes it to Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Jamie Gillen.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third and 2, Watson forced out to his left. Oh, big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flush to his right, and incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed down him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
18-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And Now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then maybe coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 17.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. This is Clay, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney merciless. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Switzer on the return. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. So wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Geis. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figured from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
They go with Chubb on second down. Now I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Second down, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. Open man is Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's hauled in by... And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 7. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He finds Beckham complete. Down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Runs through the contact. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson along the way, as he did there.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith that...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Hunt. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 58 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have retaken the lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From just shy of midfield, Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. From the gun, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Interesting decision here because I think you've got to kick it and tie this game. If it's the 2nd quarter, maybe then you go for it. But here in the 4th, you can't come away with nothing.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Johnson.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
44-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Wilson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Today's final score.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours of anticipation to maybe a deep run, and now you're out.
One, and rightly so. Chance to get, but let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.